Alright, what's up guys? Hope you guys are having a great day, man. If you guys are new to the channel, please do me a huge favor. Leave me a like, comment, and subscribe, man. It helps me out a ton, man. The support has been awesome as of late. You guys are always amazing, and I really do appreciate it, man. I also want you guys to let me know in the comments below whether you guys prefer the intro, the standard intro that we usually do, where I'm just sitting there talking to the camera for about a minute and a half, or if you guys prefer a video like this, where I go ahead and just hop right in the highlights. I think it makes a little bit more sense for videos like this, especially on Next Gen Madden, where these games just honestly take forever. It seems like the average game length has gone up at least 5 to 10 minutes. I think this game right here lasted 40 minutes, and the highlights, you know, I cut out a lot of like the filler stuff, and it still ended up being like 11 minutes of just pure highlights. And honestly, I don't think any part of this video is really boring. Like almost every offensive play is like 10 plus yards. It's just the way Next Gen Madden is. I'm sure you guys have heard me talk a lot about it, man. Defense is just virtually impossible. This was actually one of the first games I played on it as well. He actually hits me with a wide side cover 3 beater to his running back right there. That was a really nice dot. Something I've seen only a few times this year, but usually only to the short side, not to the wide side. So we had a little trips tight end on trips tight end action in this game. I'm running out of, I believe, either the Bills or the Patriots playbook, which I think are the same. I think my opponent's probably in Raiders. That's the most popular playbook. But right here, Reggie Bush hitting him with the spin move, throwing him to the ground, and then getting tackled at the 1 yard line. The stop and go is basically dead. It's virtually dead, man. It's non-existent anymore. I'm gonna have to practice using these skill moves more often. If you guys want to let me know in the comments below as well what skill move you guys like to use a lot as we fight in the end zone right there. I think trucking's probably the most effective. If you're using, honestly, you can truck with Reggie Bush, but if you're using someone like a tight end like Chris Cooley, trucking's definitely the way to go. It seems like the spin move is pretty good as well. I haven't really tried any of the juke moves though. I haven't tried that skill stick really, as we get the top taken off by Tyreek Hill. And as you can see from my expression in the bottom left, I'm thoroughly confused. I actually had a deep half on the right, which is how you've stopped previous Madden's cover 3 beaters. All you had to do was just deep half. Those beaters are really only designed to beat deep thirds, and I still got bombed. That's just how wildly broken the zones are in this game. But right there, my opponent makes a grave mistake in a game where it's really hard to turn the ball over. He runs into a hit stick. We knock him out right there. Kind of a bad pass lead. I had to possession catch it to make sure I stayed in bounds, especially with how close I was to my end zone. If I get a better pass lead, I probably score right there. That's something I definitely need to work on in my game, is working on my pass leads. A lot of the time, I get the general direction right, but some of these margins are so slim, man. You got to get those pass leads 100% right, and that's something I'm just a bit lazy with. Definitely something I need to improve on, and that's something I've only noticed as of recently, especially on the new Madden. Definitely always looking to improve my game, no matter how good I am. Otherwise, you're just going to fall behind, man. Everyone else is getting so much better all the time. Madden's becoming more popular. More people are watching it. More people are playing it. More people are buying ebooks and watching, you know, YouTube tips and stuff like that. So it's important that even if you're really good at the game, it's still important to learn from your mistakes and get better. Speaking of mistakes, man, I throw a fade. I actually thought it wasn't a terrible read. He ran some cover 2 right there. I got past the cloud. Again, a bad pass lead. I pass lead it up instead of all the way to the right towards the sideline. That's going to cost me a big swing of points right there, man. Honestly, we go from basically virtually almost guaranteeing ourselves at least 3 to not 7, and then we throw a pick, and then now my opponent is driving right here. I cannot stop this inside zone. This dude's averaging like 9 yards of carry. He's averaging like 40 yards a pass. I am in shambles right now on defense, and it's just going to continue, man. Julio Jones on a seam. I have no idea where any zone of my field was right there. Again, I was in cover 3, and my deep third just gets absolutely ran by. He ties it up 14-14, man. We have a bomb potentially here to the crosser. I'm going to make the conservative read, though, with a playmaker up the field to Reggie Bush for a huge gain right there. 32 seconds and 2 timeouts on the 40-yard line right before half. If we can go ahead and get 7, this is absolutely amazing. Worst case scenario, I think we can get 3 here. We're already in field goal range. Just cannot turn the ball over. Right here, man, we have X for a wide open touchdown. I'm going to hit Cooley instead, though, and we get popped and fumble. Fortunately for us, though, the ball goes out of bounds. I missed a big-time read right there. Still made a pretty decent one, you know, made the second best read that I could have made. But, yeah, I should have hit the read, man. Those are mistakes you can simply not make. I'm going to run the ball here with 15 seconds left and no timeouts. I'm going to no huddle to spike the ball here. 1 second on the clock. We're going to get it off, man. I'm going to go ahead, take my 3 here. So missing that read cost me dearly again, man. I'm leaving 4 points on the beard. I almost said on the beard right there. On the board, excuse me. And yeah, just not a great half from us, man. We played pretty sloppily, but the good news is we're still in the lead. My opponent does get ball here. He hits his seam to Julio Jones, and oh my God, who knew Julio Jones was that fast? He absolutely takes the top off. I mean, dude, Julio is like only 94 speed. I think he might have a Falcons theme team based on the fact that he is using Falcons uniforms. So at most, Julio has 96 speed, which I guess is relatively quick, but I did have 2 deep halves, a deep middle zone, and then I also had a ton of pressure going against Josh Allen right there, and he's still able to make that dot to Julio Jones. And then when it rains, it pours, man. We're going to go ahead and fumble here on a conservative tackle in the pocket. That one's absolutely brutal, especially with how hard it is to get stops, but oh my God, again, Tyreek Hill over top, dude. These deep blue zones are just so incredibly broken, it's not even funny. I think EA made a comment today saying that they're going to be releasing a patch soon for next gen Madden to fix the zones, which I'm super stoked about. Defense is just so bad right now. It makes the game really not fun. But right there, we drop a pick. This time, my opponent's going to toss it in quadruple coverage. He had been making really good reads all game leading up to this, and then he just threw 2 absolute ducks back to back. I was definitely on tilt on the drop pick before that play. I'm really happy he threw it. He threw it right back to us on the next play. I tried to stop and go right there, and yeah, as you can see, wasn't very pretty. I have the slant here, but I'm gonna go ahead, hit the deep crosser on the right side for an even bigger gain to Chris Cooley, man. My favorite card in the game right now, probably. He's such a tank. And then right here, oh my God, did Derek Thomas just go absolutely crazy off the edge, bringing up a big 3rd and 9 here, man. We have to convert this. We're down 4 late in the 3rd quarter. Some pretty good defense from my opponent. We're going to check down to Tyreek Hill right there, man. And oh my God, we're in a tough spot here. 4th and 4. My opponent is playing a lot of coverage, only rushing 2 people. We have the slant and the post combo to stretch the user, and we hit a really nice dot to the slant. Scary Terry up to the 7-yard line, bringing us to the 4th quarter, man. So we have to get 7 here. 3 is no good, man. Well, I mean, it's not the end of the game if we only get 3 here, but it definitely puts us in a really tough spot if he does go get 7, because then we'd have to score 7 and get a 2-point conversion. But my opponent's goal line defense has been just absolutely lights out. Remember, he stuffed us right before half. I'm going to no huddle right here, man. I'm tilted. I'm going to run, toss. He's pinching everyone here, trying to stop the dive. He actually gets pretty good penetration right there, but some really nice fight from Reggie Bush, maneuvering his way through a couple defenders in the end zone. That was definitely, that did not look good. I'm not gonna lie, that looked really dark right there. But thankfully for us, man, Reggie Bush has so much heart. He's able to get in the end zone, giving us a 3-point lead here in the 4th quarter. My opponent accidentally goes to spike, and he decides to hike it. And oh my God, Tyreek Hill! He almost burned me for a touchdown up the middle of the field. That would have been absolutely devastating to me. I can't believe he actually snapped that. And then we drop another pick 6, man. That was a brutal one. That was game over. Virtually game over if we go ahead and catch that. But my guy just smacks the ball down. And then on 4th and 9, my opponent hits us with a really quick dot. He saw me blitz in the corner off the side, decided to attack the area of the field where we removed our zone from. And honestly, a really nice read from my opponent right there. He's going to go ahead, run inside zone. This inside zone has been absolutely killing me, but a game-saving tackle from my safety right there. 1:17 on the clock here after a short gain. He's going to go ahead, check down to Reggie Bush. Clock is ticking, man. 4th down. Is he going to kick his 3? Is he going to go for it? He's going to go for it, and Reggie Bush on the inside zone again as well. He no huddled right there. I didn't have time to really set up any good inside zone defense. It was a good call by him. Again, 2nd and 6, 35 seconds left. You know, he's throwing the ball very quickly. We're sending that heat right now with the 1-4-6. If you guys didn't watch my video on it yesterday, man, go ahead, check that out. The 1-4-6 comes up with a game-saving sack for us. 4th and 12, my opponent really has no other option here but to go ahead and kick 3. We also have 23-24 seconds here to go ahead, drive down the field and get 3, especially with 2 timeouts. This is not an impossible scenario by any means. We're gonna hit him with 2 deep crossers. The right one's completely bagged. I think I may have gotten over his user, but Taylor Mays is a physical beast. He's able to get all the way back to the ball, coming up with a huge interception. Opponent has 15 seconds. It would be pretty difficult for him to get in field goal range. We sack him on 1st down, and then right here he's gonna go ahead, just try to run the ball with Reggie Bush, try to get lucky in goal line. Fortunately for us though, we're able to wrap him up and take us to overtime. A 1-man rush from my opponent here, delegating everyone his zone. I had B early, missed the read. As soon as I saw that he only was rushing 1 person, I just told myself I'm just gonna sit in the pocket this entire time, and My left tackle and my left guard just absolutely dumb out right there as the DB just runs right past both of them. I thought they were going to pick up the block. They didn't. Second down, incompletion. 3rd and 17, a really tough spot for us. We hit the slant for a nice 15-yard gain, but this is a really tough spot to be in. My opponent only rushes 1 again. I think I had B on the slant again. I just didn't trust my reads right there, but guess what, man? When we have the patience in the pocket, we're able to hit him over top. Scary Terry to the crib, man, to win us the game. This was such a stressful game. Was really afraid what happened on first down on that drive was going to happen again. Honestly, we almost got an underthrow right there, but Culpepper is able to make the throw. Scary Terry to the crib for a big-time dub, man. I hope you guys enjoy the game, man. Please leave a like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already. It helps me out a ton. And I appreciate you guys, man. I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace. 450 yards passing.